All right. Guess who's back? Me. So I'm Medium Sheilah or Inquisitive Tarot Sheilah, however you knew me before. I had to go on hiatus. I just escaped from the nightmare that we have going on in DC right now. So I've officially retired as of last Friday. This is my first foray back. It's going to be different, although I'm still a little freaked out by everything that's been happening. I'm going to approach this a little bit differently right now. And I am going to do some political readings, and I wasn't going to initially, but I've decided that I can't let sleeping dogs lie. So, so yeah, I did work for the federal government for 34 years. I'm not going to tell you the agency. I don't think it's necessary, and I'm not cleanly all the way free yet. I'm still waiting for things to be processed, but I felt like I couldn't really have a voice in there because we don't talk about things. We don't talk about politics among people in the office. We're federal civil servants are apolitical, and we're not supposed to add politics into our jobs. And I just want to say that, especially, I know for me, my job has never had anything to do with politics. Thank God, because to be honest, I hate politics. And the only reason I'm reading on this stuff is because he has forced it into our lives and made people political. I never followed. I never had to worry, just like you. I thought our system works. I've worked for 6 presidents. Only one of them has been so political and basically evil. Yes, he is. But anyway, so I'm trying to calm down. It's been a lot. It's been emotional. Have been directly affected. I have received those emails that you hear about from hr@opm.gov that is not written by a federal employee. Just like everybody else, I hit the spam phishing. And even though they told us it wasn't spam phishing, and it came from our security office, I almost emailed them, but I was like, no, they're probably being forced to do this and tell us that it's normal. So nothing is normal in the government right now. I could not take it. My anxiety level hit the roof, and I had to get out. And so I did. And I was ready to retire. I did not take that deal. Nobody should take that deal. And when anybody asked me about it, I told them, and don't you take that deal. That's not a deal. It's illegal. Don't do it. Don't screw yourself. Because, this is, and the phrase going through my brain is screw the pooch, because you're going to screw yourself and he's trying to screw us all, and just don't take it. So if you are a federal employee or you know a federal employee and you hear me right now, do not take that. Those 65,000 feds who did that are now going to be feeling the pain. There's a lot wrong with that, but I'll do another video on that later. So I'm going to read on some of these headlines here because I downloaded or printed off the Drudge Report this morning because there's so much to work with on here that it's ridiculous. And I don't even know where to start. I've never seen anything like this. I can't even find the front of this thing now. But oh yeah, I do have a brace on because I think I'm getting arthritis here, and I've banged my thumb in such a way that I may have hurt my tendon. I have to go to the doctor still. So also today it's going to snow in the DC area today and tomorrow. Since I don't have a job anymore, I'm going to be reading my cards, and I am going by Medium Sheilah because I have been a medium all my life. I don't know my family quite understands. They don't yet know about the channel still. I'll probably come clean about it a little bit later. It keeps me busy, whatever, yo. But I do want to work on this. So yeah, that's the 4 or 5 minute intro, which is all over the place. But I'm rusty and I haven't been in a long time. So I do have my other camera set up. Get it to come. Here it is. So yeah, I'm looking at this. And the angle might slightly be off. I have got to get everything in here like working the way it's supposed to. Wait, I need to check. Wait, hold on a second. All right. But wait a minute. Camera. I need to check my camera settings on this. Okay, good. We're good. Okay. And there goes the phone. Hold on a second. Nobody. All right. And that will happen. And I'm not deleting it. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to do maybe this video. I'm going to put this out first to let people know I'm back. And then I may actually do a live and just start coming in live every day. I said I wasn't going to do politics, but I am out now. And I kind of want to, because there's a lot to unpack. And I can now give you a little bit more insight. Although I don't know what's really happening inside the government at the moment, because I'm not in it anymore. But I do still receive emails from my union. So it's good to know they are fighting for federal employees out there. And if it wasn't snowing this week, I might have gone downtown to get in some of the protests. So I've never protested before, but that's going to change. So anyway, but we're going to do this. And I did have to delete my channel after the election because I knew that they were hunting federal employees and trying to find their social media. And so I got a little freaked out. I'm no longer a federal employee. So to you, but yeah, I'm out. I can do more good out than I could in my position anyway. So I was just, I was never a supervisor or anything like that. I never wanted to be. I'm not interested in running other people's lives or work. So I just needed to do my job and get it done right and do well. And I did. And I just had my last performance appraisal. And after that meeting, it was very good. And then I had to tell my supervisor that I was retiring. I felt really awful, and that was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I gave them 2 weeks. And I transitioned all my responsibilities over and trained and did all the stuff. And I didn't want to leave them hanging. So hopefully, I know some of my former colleagues have taken over my job. And hopefully that will help them as well in this awful predicament. So hats off to everybody still there. But I won't forget you. And I'm out here fighting in other ways. So, all right, let's get going. Oh, by the way, I'm going to read differently. Before the election, I was a little bit more, making jokes and laughing about things. This isn't funny at all. And I want to be serious when I do the readings. This is not a game. All of our lives are affected right now. We have someone who's trying to be a dictator. And I'm hoping Americans will not lie down and take it. So we are all going to have to get busy, and we're going to need to call all of our congressmen and senators and get in the streets. I really believe that. And so I'm going to see what I can do as well. I do live near DC, so we'll see what happens. So since I'm not working, all right. Well, this is working now. This is what I'm going to do. So you may see a lot of me now. So since I don't have to be in meetings or anything else, and I can wake up when I want, except when I have to go somewhere. But anyway, all right. Go America. All right. We the people. We're going to stand together. Okay. All right. What is the first topic? And just don't forget, for entertainment purposes only, I still have my sign from 2021 I made. I like it. It's me. A little red smiley face over there. Okay. I'm trying to work out camera stuff again. Hopefully everyone can hear me. All right. What are we going to look at here? We have so many stories. So we've got the Justice Department dismissing corruption case against Eric Adams. I don't really want to read about state stuff. We have crazy Kristi Noem, the let's go shoot a dog. Whatever. She's just okay. the deportations are half the pace of Biden. He's not deporting anyone. He's taking old news stories and they're like back, they're changing the dates. It's just nonsense. I'm sorry, but some stuff is absurd and I am going to laugh at it a little bit. So, I mean, let's be realistic. We know it's not true. Half of the stuff he talks about. And he's mad about the 2024 election, which he won. I don't understand. It's like you won the election. Get over it. Grow up. He's horrible. All right. So look at this. Hamas has canceled all hostage releases until further notice because what's his face wants to take over Gaza. Holy Moses. I have to find something to pull out here. And I haven't read the stories yet. So there's that. I'm pulling from headlines, which is, I usually read the stories. But there's so many. I don't know what to read on here. All right. Oh, I don't even want to touch that story. Let me see. Okay. All right, so we're dealing with a constitutional crisis here. All right, I think I'm going to read on that because they've been ordered to follow the court orders that the judge said they're supposed to release the funds. So I'm going to try and come up with other names for people because I don't really want to be saying their names. I haven't said the orange's name because I just can't deal with it. All right, so let's see what we can do. I'm going to read about, the general feeling. So anyway, I want to read about this constitutional crisis that's being created. Oh, this is going to be hard with this brakes on. What's going to happen if they don't, if they don't follow the judge's orders to release the funds or to do anything else. It feels like the executive branch is just deciding that they're going to do whatever they want to do, which is not the way things are supposed to happen. There are 3 co-equal branches of government. What's going to be the outcome, immediate outcome of this foolishness? So are they going to be held accountable? I think it's the U.S. Marshals that would have to enforce it because it's possible there could be criminal. Oh gosh, it's so hard moving with this brace. There could be criminal charges. It could be civil charges. It could be a lot of things. Okay, so I'm sorry for the glare. Again, I'm way out of practice. I've not been doing videos. I'm not going to turn these upside down right now. They might all be upside down. Okay. All right. Now too much bright over there. All right, so what we have over here is the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is basically telling me that they are going to be like he's talking to someone. They're probably talking to Russell Vogt, who's the crazy evil person that he is. And they're trying to keep things under wraps, but then again, with the light, it just feels like they don't really, they don't want us to know everything that they're doing, but they're not afraid. And so they're doing some of it in broad daylight. Now, I don't feel like the anxiety belongs to them. I feel like that's more like what people are feeling. And the lawyers are talking about how this is such a bad thing. And it really is. If they just ignore the rule of law, which they've been doing since January 20th, it's going to cause problems. So here with the 5 of Wands, we do have like a battle that's breaking out over here. And with the 5 of Swords, it does feel like there's a defeat though. So I feel like there's going to be a fight between like the courts and people and the I almost feel like calling them the Gestapo right now. It's ridiculous. the way that they're acting. But it's kind of a charged word, though. That it does feel like there's a defeat in the end. Oh gosh, it's hard to pick this up with this. I don't know if I'm going to do this with this brace. Okay. Let's see. Page of Cups, 10 of Swords. I'm looking for the outcome and strength. So with the Page of Cups, it just feels like there's maybe the courts are going to send a message. It's more of a message from the courts. There's going to be ruin in this. They're not going to get to do what they want. And they will be pushing back and trying to be like tougher and thinking that they can just run over everything. And while they think that right now, and they're running over the rest of the executive branch at the moment, all the agencies, they haven't gotten to the one I just left. I'm not going to tell you that either because I feel like it's just too volatile and I don't want to be putting anything out there. And I'm worried for everyone. 5 of Cups, though, there is a loss. There is a definite loss here. And they're creating, they've been creating the negative situation for so long, but they're not, I don't know, I'm not getting a total outcome. I need to just start using some tarot spreads too. Let me see. All right, let me use another deck. I just want to see about the constitutional crisis. Let me use this. Oh man, I can't. This is going to be different with this brace on. I've even switched it so my watch is on the other side. Okay. And let's see. I just use these. I'm going to have to, until I get my hand feeling stronger. My thumb. Do things a little bit differently. Okay. I want to see more into this constitutional crisis. All right. Will the country prevail over them? There's a Hermit's back again in a different deck. I have the High Priestess. I have the Chariot. Page of Pentacles. Okay. This does tell me that we will prevail, which is good. We need to. So there's a lot of people coordinating behind scenes. I feel like this is, some stuff is being, kept quiet. We're not hearing a lot. I know it does feel like nobody's standing up for it, for us. Nothing's happening there. I don't know. It is crazy. But, and yes, the courts are watching. The legislative branch is watching. But there's going to be some movement on getting this under control. There's good news and there is great success going to happen. I feel like they're going to get blocked somehow. They're going to be blocked from doing all these things. There are consequences. Again, we've got the 2 of, this is crazy. All right. Yeah. Because they're trying to distribute wealth to the rich. I mean, that's really what's going on. We do know this. And taking all of our information and putting it in AI. Oh, it's going to be, this is a hot mess, folks. None of this should be happening. You know that. There are partnerships being formed. And wait a minute. I have to, for a second. And I kind of have a theory or something I'd like to see. Now, there's a lot of high-level government people being fired unceremoniously. And we have FBI, they're going after the CIA, top generals, DOJ officials. And it would be really neat if they all got together outside and did something, formed some kind of organization to fight back against what is happening. I don't know. I don't know if that's a pipe dream. People need to pay their bills. I don't know. But I do worry. I do hope that there's something going on that we are not aware of that can help. I don't know. It's just a mind bullet, so to speak. All right, let me find something else. I don't know. That's a big one. I'd have to do a major in-depth reading about that. I don't think I'm ready to do that right now. Okay, let's see what else we have on the agenda. There's just so much. Yeah, he's trying to be a third term. It's not happening. It's not going to get that. He's doing a lot of crazy stuff. Like he's still whining about his win. And now he's trying to claim that Kamala didn't get any votes. Well, I voted for her. So, yes, she did. So, anyway, they're saying that J.P. Mandel is not seen as the MAGA successor. So, I don't know. We've got, let me look. I didn't really pick what I was going to read on because there's just so many in here. I don't know where to begin. I just don't. Got some more stuff going on here. The Republicans are afraid of Husk. I'll call him Husk. I don't know. Just not going to say it. But there's a tidal wave of resistance coming, they say, which is good. So I'm looking forward to that being a real thing. Let's hope so. We all need to start. We got to get busy. Okay. Let's look at the Republicans being afraid, or will they ever stand up? Because nobody seems to be. And for me, that's very frustrating. I'm pretty sure it is for you too. All right. Let's go. I'm going to bring out the Urban Tarot. Well, this one's going to be fun to do with the brace on. Okay. So I can't really shuffle like I used to do unless I take this thing off. I mean, I can try. It's just I want to do it this way. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Will the Republican Party find their guts? Will they ever find their guts? Ever? Ugh. I've got the Fool. Got the Prince of Cups. The Journalist, the Hierophant, and the Indolence, the Eight of Cups. So here we've got the Fool. So, I mean, basically, this is how they've been acting since 2016, 2017. More like 2017, I think, when he got in the first time. And they never stopped. They've just bent the knee. They're doing whatever. And the Prince of Cups here, this one comes in as the filmmaker. And I feel like, you know, it's like their reality is whatever Trump wants it to be. And we have the Prince of Wands over here, which is the Journalist. And it's kind of like they are going to tell us what they only want us to hear. And the Republicans are going to keep doing that. The GOP is not going to stop doing this kind of stuff. And with the Hierophant, it's like they're just changing the way that the government is. They've abdicated. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And we see that here with Indolence, with the Eight of Cups. So it's just kind of like they're just walking away from it, which is what I don't understand. Why are you getting elected if you're not going to do your job? I mean, really, why are you running? I don't get it. What are they doing? Why are you running? High Priestess is back. In this one, we have the Six of Cups and the Hermit. Again, the Hermit's been in every one of my readings. So there's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes or quietly, like they don't want us to see in the shadows, like just back there. But the high priestess is here, and this just tells me that we understand what's going on behind the scenes, and that we already get it. We already know what they're afraid of. And again, Six of Cups, okay, maybe looking back to how things used to be, they may be wishing they could be legislating. They're not, and they're not pushing back. They don't seem to be able to find their guts. There's no pushing back happening here. It's quite disturbing, but I don't know. We just have to stay strong in this. I mean, I don't know what else we can do. I don't know, other than protesting and calling the Senate, keep those phone lines going. Well, Seven of Wands and the Valor card is here. I mean, there might be a couple people, excuse me, who are willing to fight back. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like we're getting Hanged Man. Somebody's going to have to make the sacrifice. Somebody's going to have to say, we have to save the democracy, the republic. It's both a republic and a democracy. So it's not, we do need to stand up and push back. So, all right, I'm going to take something from the middle. Don't know what it is. Dominion. So Trump is trying to push everything, all the stuff on us, make us accept it, even though we may not want to. We don't want to. Nine of Swords, cruelty. Because that's the point, isn't it, with these people? I feel like it's going to take a while. I feel like it's going to be a while before anybody does stand up, which is not good news. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. I never saw anything like the emails I was getting from the fake HR and from people in my, supposedly in my department, telling us to turn in anyone who was doing DEI. It's like, pick a finger. First of all, nobody does stuff in secret, which is ridiculous. I mean, just the thought of it. The thought of it isn't true. I mean, everything that they accuse everybody of is false. Completely false. Federal employees take an oath to the Constitution. And we mean it. I'm no longer a federal employee. I'm retired. But I will take that oath to the Constitution to my grave, and I'll fight you for it. So I will fight you for it. Do not ever. And for me to retire, I needed to go, because when the loyalty tests were coming, I was going to fail with flying colors. So I was like, I better go now, because plus if they found anything out here, I was probably going to be in trouble. But I did delete my channel at least. But, you know, the rule of law is very important. And everything that I've told you guys through the years, I don't know if it works anymore. How it's supposed to work, it's not working. And so I don't know what to say. It's just kind of like we've got to figure out how to get it back. And I just hope that there's somebody somewhere who's planning. And I want to thank all the lawyers out there. I know Norm Eisen has been fighting for everybody, and he's been doing a fantastic job. And, you know, the lawyers are busy out there. They're doing their best to get things through courts. I don't want to give up, and I don't want you guys to give up. We have to fight for America. We're not going to go down this way. So, you know, just hang in there. And, you know, we do need to find a more positive way of thinking and try to help ourselves turn this around. And I always talked about manifestation in the past, and we have to work on doing that. And I do understand. I did watch something this weekend where I saw that there are several of the readers and psychics out here that are working on trying to help people to detach a little bit. I did detach a little bit this past weekend, and because I'm newly retired and I just kind of needed to take it out. I have deep anguish and major pain and sadness over what is happening right now. And so I needed to step back. I just kind of was just like all over the place on Friday. It was terrible. And I just have to calm down, and we need to calm down, and we need to think straight. And it goes for me and for everyone. And it's kind of like we can't be in this constant state of fear and terror. It's not going to help us. And we do have to find another approach. And I will be looking into that as well, for myself as well as to help you. These are things that I didn't do on my channels before, but we'll see if I can do that now. So, or not right this minute, but in other videos. I may come on this afternoon or this morning. It's only 9:23 in the morning now. I might come on and just do a live, and whoever comes in, but please like and subscribe. I'm brand new channel now. Only have 107 subscribers, but that's because I haven't been putting anything out, and I keep changing the name of the channel. And so I'm in between Medium Sheilah and Inquisitive Tarot. Again, I may kind of just keep them together. I was always a medium anyway, so let's just stick it on there and shorten it. Or Sheilah Medium, or who knows, it'll be something like that. But it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you all, and I will see you possibly soon after I fix this video up the way I need it to be before I post it. All right, have a great day. Bye, everyone.